Hi, welcome to Rise's Vocal Quick Tips. I'm Rosemary. I'm the vocal instructor at Rise, and today we're going to be talking about vowels and resonance. So the importance about vowels and resonance, it makes a huge difference with how your sound is projected and also your vocal techniques. And for vowels, it changes your sound by the depth of your space that you hold in your mouth, and as well as how bright it sounds, how deep it sounds. So, for example, with the vowels A, E, I, O, U, for A, if you have it more bright and you have more of a smile and your lips are shaped more spreaded, it's going to be like A. Or if you do it more rounded, kind of like classical or even British people more so speak, it's going to be more like an A. Or but it's lifted tone. And it's because the soft palate, which is the roof of your mouth, is being lifted. And so a good example for this would be E, right? So, like if you say smile versus smile, when it's more spreaded, it sounds different than when it's more rounded. So, for example, if I say me, right? So this is spreaded, and I'm gonna exaggerate too. Me versus me. It's very different, and this could also help shape your sound and what kind of sound you are trying to do. And for resonance, this is where your placement of where your resonance is coming from. So it could be coming from your chest or throat area, which is your talking voice, or a nasal tone, which is more of like your nasal area. It's more bright, forward sounding. And there's also a mixed voice, which is in between the nasal tone and the head voice. This has more of like a forward but a light tone. And for the head voice, it has more of a light and soft tone. And this is where you try to do the super high notes, it's in your head voice. For chest voice, this is going to be like your talking voice and also belting voice. Up where they walk, up where they run, up where they stay all day in the sun. So it has more push, right? And you could use that singing technique if you need more push in your musical line. For your nasal tone, it has more of a bright, projected tone, and it's very forward pointed. And you'll hear the difference of how it doesn't sound so deep as the chest and throat voice. Up where they walk, up where they run, up where they stay all day in the sun. So, do you notice the differences between how they sound even though they're the same note? You could use the nasal tone to not strain so much of your throat and your chest voice, especially if you need to project. And before I go to the mixed voice, let's talk about the head voice. So the head voice is the light tone that is kind of feathery. It has a very lifted tone, and you sing it when you sing like high notes, right? And it's very quiet. It's more on the quiet aspect. And so to do it, you're going to be lifting your soft palate, the roof of your mouth, like you're yawning. And it's kind of like a princess voice, right? But like a soft princess voice. So let's do the same thing. Up where they walk, up where they run, up where they stay all day in the sun. So it has more of a light tone to it, and it's a lot easier to sing. It's not so straining on your vocal cords. And for the mixed voice, which is in between the nasal and the head voice, it's more like here in the resonance, and it's a mixture of both. So it has that pointed sound, however, very lightness too. And for example, up where they walk, up where they run, up where they stay all day in the sun. And so you could actually pause and go back and forth to see the differences. However, These techniques, you could use all of them. And I'll show an example of using all of them in the same thing or in the same line. So you could use the head voice in the beginning of that first line, and then the mixed voice, and then the nasal tone, and then the chest voice. Up where they walk, up where they run, up where they stay all day in the sun. So I utilize all of them to make a musical line, and that was my musical choice, to keep it light in the beginning, go more, 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 and then push at the end. That way it has a crescendo effect, or it grows. And yeah, you could utilize all these techniques to do that. Thanks for watching Rise's vocal quick tips, and if you like that, hit like down below. And subscribe and hit the notification bell if you want some more videos on singing quick tips. And if you have any questions or things that you want to tell us, let us know in the comment section below. As well as if you have any video requests of any vocal quick tips, also put it in the comment section. See you guys.